Please don't get another haircut. I need a haircut. Need. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to all MAGA Republicans. All of you guys. MAGA Republicans love children. Let you up? I wasn't sure if I want to let like guests up in general. I don't know if I want to talk to MAGA today. Should I? Should I? Should I? Should I? Is that the plan? Should I talk? Should I talk to MAGA? What's up, YouTube? We're just gonna be on for like maybe 20-ish minutes. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Thank you for the rose. Are you angry? So true, they're angry. I don't know, right? Like, why do MAGA Republicans like children? Not like you care about them, right? Because 1 out of every 5 children starve in West Virginia under Republican leadership. You guys love children. White MAGA Republicans love children. White men MAGA Republicans love children. You guys don't want to make it illegal, right? Child marriage. People who stormed the Capitol on January 6th ended up committing again, except this time a crime in regards to children. Right? You're president, you support someone who likes children. Why? Why do you guys like children? It's very weird. I should stay on for a bit. I can't. I have to do something in a bit. Let me up. Well, answer the question first. Why do you like children? Y'all do realize not everyone likes children? All MAGA Republicans like children in some way, shape, or form. Ask Joe Biden. Joe Biden isn't a MAGA Republican. Nice try, though. But Biden, nice try. Question of the day is, why do all MAGA Republicans love children? Why do they like children? But Biden, quite frankly. What's a woman? Your mom. Never answer my message. Oh, men's mental health. I mean, I think that like it's important to like have encourage mental health for like everyone. Um, I think that like obviously the patriarchy. When we talk about men, we're gonna be referencing like the patriarchy. The patriarchy also affects men. Well, typically, when like there's people reference men's mental health, it's to pivot away from like Pride Month. So men aren't oppressed within society. They are told that they shouldn't like seek therapy, but that's from other men, and that's either from their fathers, their brothers, etc., etc. That's from other men. So again, the patriarchy harms the men themselves. So if we want men to have better mental health, we need to dismantle the patriarchy, which then would encourage therapy for men, not making it seem like weak. Why do Democrats mutilate them? Not true, quite frankly, no evidence.
Finally! Oh my goodness! Oh my god, I've been begging to be on this live for days! Oh my god.
So true. I wasn't gonna talk to people today, but how's it going? Keegan?
Keegan.
Okay. Question of the day is, why do you guys like children? Why? It's the real question. Why do you guys want to legalize child marriage? Right? You guys kept it legal in Oklahoma. Almost every single Republican voted to keep child marriage legal. Why? Because you guys want to marry 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and then once they're 25, you divorce them, marry another 17-year-old.
What is this contention with people like sitting here saying Trump cut all ties and contact with Epstein and they have no evidence to suggest that, and then they just act like we're just saying no to arresting the Democrats? No, arrest everyone that was involved with him. Like, how do you guys not understand that? You're always like, but Biden, but like, oh my goodness.
Thank you for the follow, Noah.
This is crazy,
So
y'all.
true. Why do you like the Edgar haircut? That's the real question. That's a great question. No answer for you.
Keegan's requesting up again. I don't know
Keegan's
if
a
you.
child.
Oh yeah, guys, request
Um,
up. Come on, guys.
bro. See the image you put on the background, bro? So true. Two best friends. Trump cut ties in 2006. Why didn't Democrats? He only cut ties after Jeffrey Epstein was arrested. By the way. Real question is, why do you guys support and like children, right? Why do you guys love children?
That's the
Right?
real
Like
question.
not in like you care about children, like you want to protect children, you want to like help children. You literally love children, like romantically. You guys have sexual feelings towards
You
children.
guys don't even want to feed children or have children have Medicaid or anything. You guys just don't
No,
want
no.
children to have anything. Don't you just, well, you want to hurt them, but
Why do I support tampons in men's restrooms? Because for example, I have three sisters. And if at any point in time, it would be very helpful if my sisters, for example, didn't have what they needed, feminine products. It would be very helpful for there to be feminine products in a men's room, so I can go into the men's room and get it, so I can give it to my sisters. Right? That's a pretty good reason. Epstein was arrested in
Uh,
2006. I don't know why you're lying. How's it going? What do you want to talk about?
let's talk about the Unabomber.
What?
the
The
what?
Unabomber.
In relation to this, buddy.
Yeah, he's in relation to this
Okay, how?
because the Unabomber.
This is like so obviously a troll, bro. Get out of here. Not likely. It's still possible. There's 100 people in here. If anyone can tell me why MAGA Republicans like children, feel free to do so. Right? I'm sure there's some MAGA Republicans in here. Trump cut Epstein out in 2006. Epstein was charged in '08, but he was arrested in '06. No, he was convicted in '08, I think, or '09. He was arrested in '06.
Man, man, man. And the one
Why?
time you're gonna not be on for long, there's people in here, of course.
There's during like noon. There's always people in here. Why is it only MAGA? Because right now we're only talking about MAGA.
Yeah, that's actually true, Jeremiah. As Trump's son did marry Epstein's banker's daughter. It's on public record, and they posted it and everything. And it's absolutely crazy.
Damn. Go outside. I am outside. At least they don't unalive kids. Actually, false. 1 out of 5 children starve in West Virginia under Republican leadership. Under Republican leadership, 200 schoolgirls were killed in Iran. Under Republican leadership, 50,000 people die every year because of the lack of access to healthcare, preventative healthcare, I should add. Under Republican leadership, it's going to be difficult for 17 million people to get access to healthcare. Under Republican leadership, all these social safety nets are being dismantled. Right, under Republican leadership, you have these endless wars. Right, Bush, Iraq, children were murdered. Right, but it's definitely Democrats. Why are you stereotyping MAGA? Yes, this is stereotyping MAGA. Absolutely, I am going to stereotype MAGA. There is not a single Trump supporter who A isn't a bad person or B isn't ignorant. It's either one of those two. You're ignorant or you're a bad person.
Factual. And whenever we show evidence that Trump harmed a woman, they're just like, nah, that's a civil court. And they don't understand why it's a civil court. That one lady that was up here the other day about the Carmelo thing, and she like rejected the civil course about, like, that irritated
funny.
me so
Yeah, that was
bad. And
funny.
she
That was
said
pretty
she was a
funny.
legal person. She said that she studies this or whatever.
She studied it
How
for
do you,
14
like,
months. Yeah, that was pretty
what do
funny.
you mean?
That's an ignorant claim. Yeah, if there's any Trump supporter who isn't a bad person and isn't ignorant, they're not a Trump supporter. Because someone who isn't a bad person and is not ignorant and accept facts and reality will accept that they cannot be a Trump supporter if they're not a bad person and if they're not ignorant. So therefore, all Trump supporters are either ignorant, or B, they're a bad person. When I mean ignorant, I mean they don't know because they choose not to know. Because he's the president of the United States. Like, there's no way you cannot access information about him. Do you actually believe that? Absolutely. And anyone can prove me right.
Human just said that Agent Carroll accused hundreds of men. That's false.
So true, so true. She accused thousands of men, actually. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I just have a question for you.
Sure,
Under
what
the
do you wanna talk
Democratic
about?
leadership, why didn't they arrest anybody in regards to the Epstein files?
There was
They had
no
12
arrest.
years to do something. So
Are you gonna let him
But
answer the
that's
question?
great. So
yeah, I
when you're
muted
referencing,
myself for him to do it, but yeah, go ahead.
sure. So when you're referencing the Epstein files, under Obama and under what's it called, Biden, they couldn't really release the files. They couldn't give it out to the public. I wish Merrick Garland under Biden could have after 2024, but prior to that, it was classified information. Now, if you're saying why didn't they arrest anyone, well, that's a great question. And I don't have an answer for that. I think that's very bad upon the Democrats. They should have actually released the files. Merrick Garland should have. I can understand why Joe Biden didn't dip his foot in the DOJ because it was independent, and we call out Merrick Garland for that. But at the end of the day, they didn't have laws forcing them to release the files, which Donald Trump did. At the end of the day, they didn't violate those laws, like release CSAM, child sexual abuse material, to the public, and violating one of the laws, which was not redacting the victims' names or photos, and redacting politicians' names, and then not releasing them in time and explaining the redactions. Right? At the end of the day, Democrats didn't do that, and at the end of the day, Democrats didn't not vote for legislation to make child marriage illegal. Guess who did? Republicans in Oklahoma voted to legalize child marriage. Why? Because you guys want to marry them when they're 17, divorce them when they're 25, and then marrying another 16 or 17-year-old. Under Republican leadership, 1 out of every 5 children starve in West Virginia. Why? Because you guys don't care about children. You guys just want to have sex with them and then divorce them. That's all you guys want to do.
That was a hell of a pivot. So are you saying that in order for the Democratic Party to hold somebody accountable, they have to release the files?
No, I never said that.
Yeah, but you said that they couldn't release the files, which I said nothing about releasing the files. So again, they didn't arrest not a single person under their leadership in 12 years.
Yeah,
so,
because there was active investigations
you don't have to release
There was active investigations going on for Ghislaine Maxwell,
which is kind of crazy.
There was active,
so why
there was
didn't they
active
arrest
investigations
anybody?
in Ghislaine Maxwell. There was an active
Ghislaine
investigation for Ghislaine Maxwell under Joe Biden, by the way.
Yeah, which she was arrested in 2020, correct?
For not investigating more people, they did a bad thing. I agree,
but you still don't have to release the files to arrest people.
Did I ever make that claim? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're making that claim. That's what's crazy about it.
Sir, can you name one person that Trump prosecuted?
So honor the trial.
Wait, I have a question. Did you
going through the trial?
Wait, I have a question. Did Trump's administration, prosecute or jail any of these people that were mentioned? Let me know.
Yeah, they did the 2 ringleaders.
Really? Themselves.
So when was Epstein arrested?
Epstein was arrested in 2006.
The last time he was arrested was in 2006?
You asked me when was he arrested?
The last time he was arrested was in 2006, but good try. So when was Epstein last arrested?
You didn't ask me the last time he was arrested. You said when was he arrested?
Yeah, so when was the last time he was arrested?
2012?
It was not. Try again. So Epstein was in jail from what, 2012 to 2020 when he was unlived in prison?
2019, my bad. He was arrested in 2012.
No way, that damn Trump supporter knows his dates.
So he was arrested in 2006.
So 19, when was Maxwell arrested the last time?
No idea. I'd assume around the same time.
Oh, that was 2020. Okay, who was president in 2019 and 2020? Trump. Okay, thank you. So again, to your point, under Trump's leadership, they arrested 2 people. Why in 12 years the Democrats didn't arrest anybody?
So
anyone. Don't say, they couldn't release the files. No. Why didn't they release?
Do you understand that they were already arrested?
Single soul.
Oh my goodness.
Can I answer real quick? So can I answer real quick?
Try again. Go ahead. Try again.
Well, no, just like you completely didn't answer what I was saying. So can you not interrupt me?
You went on a wild pivot.
You're kind of annoying. You're kind of annoying right now.
No interruptions would be great. You're not letting him speak.
No interruptions. Don't pivot though.
No interruptions would be great. I'd greatly appreciate that. You have 10 seconds to shut up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
go
3,
or what?
2. Okay, just stay on mute. Mute yourself.
I was
right
muted.
now.
I'm waiting.
Stay on mute. Stay on mute.
Go ahead, go.
Stay on mute. I'm gonna count down from 10. If you unmute yourself at all, or while I'm speaking, I'm gonna kick you. Okay, you got 10 seconds to mute yourself. Hold on, don't mute him. Let him mute himself.
Okay.
10 seconds to stay on mute, And if you unmute, I'll kick you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. It's not that hard to stay on mute. So what I
Don't
said,
pivot.
okay, cool. That's great. Shut up.
Like, oh my
Like
goodness.
what I said is that I can acknowledge Democrats do wrong. Democrats are bad people. The establishment Democrats and the party within are bad people. And I can agree, Merrick Garland, we can put some blame into Merrick Garland for not opening up investigations. And we can also put some blame on Merrick Garland for not releasing files. Both things, releasing files and investigating people, we can put blame on Merrick Garland. But the difference is that whenever there's law forcing people to do something about it, Republicans don't do it. Republicans violate that law to protect these people.
Everybody add me.
But when there's laws against Democrats, they actually do it and they follow the law. They don't protect P3DOs whenever they're forced.
Yeah, there's a huge
Hello, do
difference.
you support Trump? What do you want to talk about? Unmute yourself.
Hello.
What do you want to talk about?
I support Joe Biden.
Cool.
Oh my
moving on to the
goodness.
next guys. Finding anything. I just don't like. If the conversation is going to be productive and there's interruptions, I'm not going to deal with that.
Right.
Moving on to Alex. Alex, what do you want to talk about? If you're over on YouTube,
Trump's Loki a bitch, no cap.
What?
Trump's Loki a bitch.
Okay, moving on to the next guest. There's 40 people over. I need to make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. How's it going? Do you support Trump? What do you want to talk about?
Both parties suck. Both are corrupt. Democrats,
Right.
Republicans suck
Democrats
ass.
aren't evil. You're calling
And
the
that
people.
bitch down there at the bottom's annoying as fuck.
Shut up, Tristan. You're calling Democrats evil. Whenever people say the lesser of two evils, Democrats aren't evil. Democrats actually provided all the social safety nets. Democrats provided the ACA. Democrats provided healthcare for millions of Americans, low healthcare. Democrats provided the $35 cap on insulin. Right? Democrats provided all of these things for the average American. They're not evil. Right? What did Republicans do? Republicans protect pedophiles. Republicans vote to keep child marriage legal. Republicans, under Republican leadership, 1 out of every 5 children starve in West Virginia. So whenever you say both parties are bad, that's not true. Democrats aren't evil. Democrats aren't the lesser of two evils. Democrats aren't evil. That's bullshit. That's not true. And that's how I know you're politically misinformed. So try again. This time, don't be using your one brain cell. Instead, use the 2 you have. Go ahead.
Tristan, you're on mute.
Joe Biden likes ice cream and
That's great. Moving on to the next guest.
But Biden, quite frankly, it's always Biden. It's all Biden's fault.
Democrats vote.
Your mic just cut out.
And no to gun restrictions are great. Democrats support gun restrictions. They save lives, so good thing. Quote unquote, Democrats created the Triple K. This guy's saying they're not evil. Democrats did not. There's a party switch. Liberal Republicans were the Democrats back then. And then there was a party switch. So the Republicans kicked out the liberal Republicans, which the liberal Republicans gave right to women, gave right to people of color, et cetera, which then the liberal Republicans turned into progressive Democrats, and then the Republicans turned into conservatives. So that's not true. Republicans actually created the KKK because of that party switch. That's wrong. Democrats aren't evil. Democrats aren't the lesser of two evils. Democrats helped people and helped the average American. Can they do better? Absolutely, they can. Absolutely, but they can't do. They're not evil. Come up. Hello, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Real quick, can you provide the factual that there was a party switch?
Yeah, do your research on his.
No,
on
I already
context.
did. That was actually created by the Democrat at that time when they were running for office. They
So can we agree
basically were
liberal
trying to claim.
Republicans?
Hold on.
Can
They
we
were
agree
trying to
liberal
claim.
Republicans gave women the right to vote and gave
They were
people
trying to
of color the right to
claim.
vote?
Can I finish? They were trying to claim this idea that they had nothing to do with the KKK and all of the racial discrimination that is happening within the U.S. government at that time. But it was specifically, yes, the Democrats were the one discriminating that fought against freeing the slaves. They're the one that created, because you know what? Do you know who Robert Byrd is?
Sure. Can you answer my question? Can we get a liberal
Hold on.
Republican? A liberal Republican. Liberal Republicans are the ones who gave minorities the right to vote. Can we agree to that?
No.
Then who
No,
gave
we can't
people
agree
rights?
to it
Who gave
because
people rights then?
just the Republican Party.
The liberal Republicans.
If people decided
You're
to
just
separate
wrong.
themselves and
There were
create
liberal
a faction,
Republicans,
Hold
and
on,
then there were
that's not
Republicans.
true.
You're just wrong.
That's not true.
That is absolutely
Okay,
true.
who's the
You
liberal
don't know anything about
Republican?
history.
Who's the liberal Republican? Name me the one main guy that happens to be a liberal, excuse me.
Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. Clearly,
Yes, you just
don't
said
understand
it.
that there was liberal Republicans, and liberal Republicans were the ones who gave women and people of color the right to vote.
Okay, so
and then
who's the
Republicans kicked out the liberal Republicans, which then turned into the Progressive Democratic Party that we understand and know today.
Who's the
Okay,
main
so when you're
liberal
referencing this party
Republican?
switch that doesn't exist, you
Okay.
said you've done your research. You clearly haven't, or maybe you looked
Okay.
at the fake. Maybe what you should do is look at the fake news, quote unquote. You should look
Okay.
at the fake news,
Okay.
and then you would understand what is going on and what
Alright.
has been going on within history, in American
Okay.
history.
Who is
Look at the
Robert
fake news
Byrd?
next
Can you
time.
tell me who Robert Byrd is?
I don't care who that is.
Okay,
Really
so
don't
you
care.
you don't care.
Can you address what I
because-
said?
Which is crazy. You should know who.
Can you address what he said? Don't go on. Just answer his question. You're a
I'm
grown
literally
man.
addressing it. That's my proof.
Oh my
Look up
goodness.
Robert
You're
Byrd.
not addressing it.
Yes, I am. I just told you. You asked me a simple question if there was some liberal Republicans that were factionally doing these things, and I said no. I literally told
If you're
you no.
just
That's
denying
not.
that there were Republicans from the
Yes,
Republican Party
I'm
that wanted
genuinely
progression,
denying.
that's false.
That's
Hold on.
not false.
Republicans within the Republican Party wanted America to progress, and
There's
wanted
no such
equality,
thing
and those
as-
were called
There
liberal
was no-
Republicans.
There's no during the creation of the KKK. There was no such thing as liberal Republicans. There isn't, and
Yes,
you can't
there
prove.
is.
Yes, there is. You can't prove that because you're
Yes,
just saying that.
search up. You can search up the historical context behind the Republican Party, and search up the historical context behind liberal Republicans. There literally was a liberal Republican Party, which included multiple different presidents, multiple different. I think.
Oh
Let's see
shit!
how
I
this-
high-key forgot I requested up here. My
How's
bad,
it going?
guys.
What do you want to talk
I would
about?
change the title though. It's Democrats.
Okay. Oh, he ran away. I was gonna ask you some questions.
Jeremiah, I feel like a lot of people don't know that Trump's dad was arrested at a KKK rally. I think this is absolutely ridiculous that you guys don't do your research and you sit up here and spread false information. It's irritating. Please do your research.
These people don't understand that Republicans, liberal Republicans, actually created social safety nets. Liberal Republicans created social safety nets, which then led to where we are now. Why did you kick me? Is this the guy that came up here just now, or the one that was? Which one?
Mulligan is the guy that was just talking to you, like having a conversation about like not knowing liberal
Oh yeah, you should do
Republicans.
research first. That's what I forgot. That was the guy that just left. Charlie Kirk's neck hole, so true. How's it going?
Hi, so you say Republicans are evil, and I would have to
MAGA
disagree.
Republicans.
Well, I guess it depends on what policy you're talking about.
MAGA Republicans in general. It's a generalization.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really a MAGA Republican. I mean, I guess there's a few things we could agree on because we're in the same party, but like, I'm not like MAGA. Does that make sense?
Sure, Republican parties still hates America.
Like, I have a question.
Republicans in Oklahoma voted to keep child marriage legal. 1 out of every 5 children starve under West Virginia and Republican leadership. Endless wars under Republican leadership. Children die, innocents die. Bad
I actually
economy
looked up
since Reagan.
Dude, I actually looked up the West Virginia thing, and it turns out that's not true. I mean,
Absolutely true. What's your source?
It was ChatGPT, but like, is there any other source?
Are you dead ass?
Is there a better source you have?
Better source, yeah. You can use Google, which is going to be a search engine. Type in 1 out of every 5 children starve in West Virginia under Republican leadership.
Like, I know what
any of those sources that isn't AI would be better.
All right, but like, what was I gonna? Fuck, I lost. What? Fuck, like, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so fucking fried. But oh yeah, I have. Here's the question I was gonna ask earlier though. What's your opinion on Mitt Romney?
No opinion.
Oh. My opinion, I think he would have been a better president than Obama, and if he was elected in 2012, he probably wouldn't have Trump. Think about that.
Okay, that's great.
All right, that's kind of all I had to say. But
so, do you agree or disagree?
Well, it says, why do MAGA Republicans love children? I don't think all of them do, but I'm sure there's some creeps in the party. I don't know.
there's more creeps in the MAGA party than there are in the Progressive Party. Yes.
I don't know about that. I mean, pedophilia doesn't really belong to a specific party, and no, I'm not defending that at all. I think it's
Pedophilia doesn't belong to a specific party, but pedophiles belong to a specific party.
I don't know about that one. I mean, there was something about like
why did every single Republican vote against making child marriage illegal in Oklahoma? Why?
Okay, that's Oklahoma, not the whole country. And two, I'm a Republican, and I actually disagree with child marriage. I think that's fucking evil.
Okay, so then you agree with making it illegal for anyone to marry who's under 18, even with parental consent. Okay. Do you support raising the age of consent?
Is it 18?
Yeah, it's 18. By the way, it's not bad if you say no. I'm just curious, right? Like, do you support raising like the age of consent?
If it's underage in certain places, then yes, it should be raised. But
higher than 18.
Higher than 18.
Also, in some states it is under 18. So in those states would you like support it raising to 18?
Yes, in those states it should be raised to 18. And honestly, if you're a legal adult, then I guess do whatever you want. I don't care.
Sure. What about like higher than 18, like 19, 20, 21? Would you support it raising?
Sure, it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. Well, like you said, you're not really a MAGA Republican, so there is some common ground that I can find with Republicans, but we're not MAGA.
Jeremiah, someone in the chat said, I hope people know ChatGPT takes info off of sources.
So true. Hey, what's up? What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk. At first, this really isn't about the prompt, but we can get to it. What do you think about the whole Carmelo Anthony thing, if you're allowed to talk about that, or if you want to? You think Carmelo Anthony is innocent, and
Absolutely.
Can I ask why?
According to Penal Code 9.31, 9.32, and 19.02, he's innocent. Self-defense.
Yeah, could you wait? What are those? Can you tell me?
9.31 is self-defense. 9.31 is self-defense, including, what's it called? What's the word? Like a lot of force. I'm forgetting the word right now.
There. You know, with the self-defense, the code you just brought up, he has to have immediate, like, life-threatening.
Not life-threatening. Nope.
Yes, it is.
Would you want to pull it up?
Yes, it has to be worse than. So, say somebody is using a gun or whatever, you're allowed to use a gun back.
Except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes that the force is immediately necessary to protect the actors against the other's use or attempted use of unlawful force. It just says unlawful force. The actor's belief that the force was immediately necessary as described by the subsection is presumed to be reasonable. So you're wrong.
Yeah, what about that was reasonable?
It was reasonable because Carmelo Anthony, the actor, believed that the force was immediately necessary to protect Carmelo Anthony himself, the actor, against the other's use of attempted use of unlawful force, which was
asking, like,
so legally,
getting him out of the tent.
He didn't do anything legally wrong. So can we agree? Killing isn't inherently illegal. Can we agree?
As in, like, what way?
Ending someone's life is not illegal inherently.
Yes. The unjust. So in order for something to be the unjust killing, that's not illegal.
Perfect. So in order for something to be murder legally, you have to be violating a penal code. So what penal code did Carmelo Anthony violate?
Hold on. I don't know for a fact. Can you tell me?
Listen, yeah, he didn't violate any. That's why it's not murder. But it's because of the racial inequality within our system that he was deemed to be guilty. But he's gonna appeal that, and hopefully, he wins the appeal because according to law, he's innocent. But listen, man, I only have limited time. I wanted to talk about this prompt. I'm gonna bring back the Carmelo Anthony prompt soon. So if you want to talk about this prompt for like another 3-ish minutes, because I have to go soon, but. Talk about this another day. Yeah. I suggest you do research too, so you can prepare.
No. By the way, no, you cannot legally stab somebody simply because they want to initiate a physical fight with you.
No duty to retreat. Yes.
as self-defense laws strictly require your response to be proportional to the threat.
Nope, this doesn't mention proportionality. False. 9.31 does not mention proportionality. It says when and to the degree, to whatever degree the actor deems necessary. This doesn't mention or doesn't actually say anything about proportionality. It says, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree, meaning to whatever the degree, the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary. That's not proportionality.
You said 9 point what?
9.31, self-defense. Texas Penal Code 9.31. But do you want to talk about this topic?
Stabbing someone with a knife constitutes deadly force under Texas Penal Code section 9.13.
9.32.
Yeah, 9.32 and 9.31.
9.31 is the one I just read, which says when into the degree, to the degree, not proportionality. 9.32 says a person is justified in using deadly force against another if the actor would be reasonably justified in using force against the other under section 9.31. And then it says when into the degree the actor deems that is reasonably necessary and immediately necessary, right?
Well, I can give you, okay, never mind. I could give you the link. I could give you the source I'm looking at right now. Capital
like the actual penal codes. I don't know what you were. I'm reading off of fine law.
I'm reading statutes.capital.texas.gov.
Which was 9.31 or 9.32?
Both of them.
Okay, I'm reading both of them too. And what I said is true. Those are what they say. But listen, man, do you agree with the problem MAGA Republicans love children?
No, I don't. And can you give me the reason why you believe they do?
Yeah, MAGA Republicans in Oklahoma voted to keep child marriage legal. And it's not that they love children, right? Because 1 out of every 5 children starve under West Virginia under Republican leadership. MAGA Republicans support a president who is a child predator. In January 6th, you have most of these MAGA Republicans that reoffended in doing crimes against children. But mainly what the one I'd focus on is MAGA Republicans voted to legalize or keep child marriage legal in Oklahoma. Every single one of them. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Every single Republican voted against making child marriage illegal. And
illegal?
Every Democrat voted to make it illegal, yes. So the bill was to make child marriage illegal. Republicans said, no, we want to keep it legal. Every single one of them. Democrats, every single one of them said, we want to make it illegal.
Yeah, what about, like, as in child marriage as in 17? Because
under 18, yes.
So you don't think...
I don't think a 17-year-old should be legally allowed to get married now.
Okay, if that's the case, do you think anybody under 18 can transition their body without what's it called? Without parental guardian consent?
Parental guardian consent? No, that doesn't happen.
Oh, really? That doesn't happen?
No.
Oh, so
unless it is quite literally necessary, that is deemed by doctors and by specialists, it doesn't happen unless it is necessary. It does not.
Unless it is necessary.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at Washington right now,
DC state. What do we want? Like
no, Washington
George
State.
Washington.
Washington State.
What about Washington State?
Somebody said 17 is not a child. I mean, kind
crazy work. By the way, that's the party. That's MAGA Republicans, by the way.
I mean, in a way, like, if that's the case, how can 17-year-olds be trialed as an adult?
I don't think that's true.
Bro,
I think under very specific circumstances they can be, but
really?
Overall
because
they can't.
Carmelo Anthony got trialed as an adult.
Yeah, and I don't agree with 17-year-olds being tried as an adult.
So you're just going against the law, I guess.
I don't agree with the law. The same way I'm going against the law when I say child marriage should be illegal. Child marriage is legal right now, and I'm going against the law. Holy moly. Keep track, please. But yeah, I don't agree with child marriage the same way I don't agree that 17-year-olds should be tried as an adult.
So you're just wrong. Like, you're just wrong.
I'm saying my opinions. Do you agree with child marriage?
Like, in a sense, that's...
Under 18, do you agree with that?
17-year-old, yes. 16, 15,
you
14,
think a 17-year-old can get married? You should get married.
I don't think they should. I think it is their right.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Why do why? Do you want to marry a 17-year-old, get them pregnant, and have sex with them, and then divorce them at 25, and then marry another 17-year-old when you're 40? Why? Why do you like children? Why does your party like children? Why do you want to keep child marriage legal? You're the reason why all Republicans voted to legalize child marriage again. Why?
What do you,
Why?
why did you just why did you just crash out for like 20 seconds?
Because you said 17-year-olds should be legally allowed to get married. That's child marriage.
Okay, do you think people under 18 should be able to have an abortion?
I think they should be mandated to have an abortion, yes.
You think, oh, but we're the ones. What?
Abortion is not sex, and abortion is not marriage. Abortion and having pregnancy, so it's either to someone under 18 goes through child torture and has a child, or someone under 18 has an abortion. Abortion is going to be the best solution between the two. Why? Because abortion doesn't include as much child torture as pregnancy does. So I think that's the same, because again, children cannot consent. Children can't consent to pregnancy. They cannot say they want to keep the baby, right? That's why legally they should be required to have an abortion, because they cannot consent. That's what I'm basing it on.
We're the ones. So we're the ones that don't care about children, but
No, I said you love children.
Oh, you love children.
Yeah, like you have romantic feelings towards children. Your party does. Because you just said 17-year-olds should be able to get legally married.
I mean, I think they should. It's their choice.
Yeah, that's a child. Well, okay, what's the difference between a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old? What's the difference?
The age.
1 year? What's the difference?
It's a year of age. What are you talking about?
Age matters? Okay, why is it right for a 16-year-old but not a 17-year-old? Why does age matter?
Why does age matter? What the hell do you mean?
Yeah, why does age matter? You're making a difference between 16 and 18.
Okay, hold on. Tell me why the age matters. Like, would you date, are you over 18?
Yes.
Or whatever? Huh?
Yes.
You're over 18. Would you date somebody that's 17?
No.
Okay, would you date somebody that's 18?
Yes.
Why does age matter? I'm asking you that.
That is, someone 18 is going to be literally around my age range.
But it's just
by a couple months.
But it's just a year.
What?
But it's just a year, just like you told me. It's just a year.
But
What's the difference?
18-year-olds can consent. Now, I agree with raising the age of consent laws to anywhere from 19 to 21. The age of consent laws should be raised to 19 to 21 years old. I don't think anyone can consent until their brain is somewhat developed, at least. So 19 to 21 years old, if not more than that.
How is this never had a girlfriend, bro?
You're the one who wants to marry children. Why else would you want 17-year-olds to be legally married?
Hold on. Colorado, Illinois, Louisiana, Missouri, New York, Texas,
Are you
and
just naming
Wyoming.
states? Congratulations. You know geography.
These are all age where the age of consent is legally 17, by the way.
I'm aware. And Republicans voted in Oklahoma, Republicans voted to keep it that way.
Really? Because New York is New York? Hold on. New York's a blue state, right?
Yes.
Really? Because how come it's a blue state, but their age of consent is 17?
I disagree with that.
Bro, what are you talking about? Look it up.
I said I disagree with age of consent. I literally said the age of consent should be
Hold on,
raised.
how can you say MAGA is that, but whenever the state is blue, you disagree? Like, it's not just us; it's just people in a whole.
So, are you saying Democrats voted against making child marriage illegal? What's your source?
In what state? In what state?
New York. You mentioned New York. You're saying every single Democrat voted against it? Because every single Republican voted against this bill in Oklahoma. Every single one of them.
I'm saying, wait, what are you asking?
What's your source that every single Democrat voted against making child marriage illegal in New York? What's your source?
You can just. I'm not saying that. That's my thing. I'm just saying.
And what I'm saying is true. So what you're saying has nothing to do with what I'm saying. So again, why do MAGA or Republicans love children?
Okay, why does the left love children?
Yeah, we actually care about children. Absolutely.
So you love children by making the age of consent.
We care about children.
17.
We don't love children. We care about children. You guys have romantic feeling for children. It's different. You want to marry a 16-year-old.
In the state of New York, the age of consent for sexual activity is 17. A predominantly blue state.
I think the age of consent for sexual activity should be 19 to 21 years old.
Okay,
do you agree?
But
do you agree? Yes or no?
In a way.
So then,
like
how old should it be for children to have sex? Like how old?
How old? What do you mean?
To consent. When is a good age of consent? Be honest.
Hold on. No, like
16, 15, 14.
If it's
13, 12,
if it's
11,
two 16-year-olds,
10,
that's
9,
different than
8,
a 21-year-old.
6.
You know what I'm saying?
5. You want 5 to be the age of consent?
So you're not just listening what I said.
Two 16-year-olds having sex is illegal. Actually,
Is
in most
illegal?
states. Yes.
Well, do you
Children
think?
can't consent.
Huh?
16-year-olds are children. Children can't consent.
Okay, what about 17? What do you think?
17. If the age of consent is 18, then two 17-year-olds cannot have sex because of the age of consent law, so meaning it is illegal.
In New York, they can predominantly.
Yeah, great. The age of consent should be raised. You're kind of going in circles. You're not providing any sort of substance